everyone. Here we have Karina from Brazil.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Karina from Brazil. I'm a PhD student. Now I show you our research. Thelma and I came here to UK last year. So this is part of a big project, which is this universities are involved. University of São Carlos in Brazil, and here University of Warwick, Yarden University, and Coventry University were involved with this project. And the funding came to CNPq from Brazil. It sounds great. It sounds good. Can you hear me? Okay, louder.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. We wrote a paper who named Performing One-to-One Interventions to Address Mathematics Anxiety, an intervention case study of 3 Brazilian women who believed they were stupid in mathematics. And this paper was accepted in International Journal of Education in Mathematics, Science, and Technology. So you can read online. Our project named Developing Mathematical Resilience for Inclusion, Building Bridges Between Brazil and UK. We have the project coordinators, that is João from Brazil and Sue from UK. Our co-advisors were Janet, as you know, and Mark Hodges from Sigma from Coventry University, Janet from Harding, and me, and Thelma and I came here to learning the techniques. But the big project aimed to advance research on resilience mathematics education of a significant minority, estimated at more than 30 of the world's population who are currently excluded or unattended. We came here to learn techniques and tools for dealing with math anxiety that are successfully used in students in UK to be applied in Brazil in the future. So this is our photo for the first day of research last year. You can see Janet, Sue, Thelma, and I here. Our goal, or what we want in the journey of mathematical resilience, is to change. It's that occurs a reframing about the context of math anxiety. The people, the children or adults feel isolation, humiliation, shame, had trauma because of their bad experience with maths. And we can see avoidance became to more, how can I say, facing with make mistakes in math and go on and change the fixed mindset to growth mindset. Understand that the struggle is is not a bad thing, it's a good thing, but they have to live this struggle and succeed to be more motivated and have to see values. And we, as math teachers, I think we have to provide a psychological safety environment for those people. In our research, there were 3 Brazilian women that participated with high math anxiety that was measured by BAT scale. We had 2 sections, about 45 minutes. This intervention was adapted by Janet's thesis. So Tom and I learned how to do this intervention. And we did with these 3 Brazilian women. The first session, we started with an opportunity to the participants talked about their lives with maths, their previous experience with maths, even if it's bad or it's good. Then we show them the hands model of the brain, and we show the GZM, but I prefer to say that we try to teach the GZM in this part of the session, the first session. We teach the zones, making a connection with the previous experience of the participants had. So I think this technique makes that this teaching and make them understand better the GZM model. Okay, so, and we talked in the first session too about strategies to recover from anxiety. I don't know why doesn't appear this. Sorry for this, but this one is red, like red. This represents the bad feelings and that behavior when the people which have maths anxiety feels in front of maths or in situations they were in touch with maths, that cause the fight, flight, and freeze response. This is a behavior response. And the importance of the first sessions is explain to the participants that it is just a response of their bodies. It's not because they are stupid. They feel bad, but it's not because they are stupid. It's just a response, a survival response of our bodies, faced challenges and faces bad experience. So we have to, as Dr. Hubert Benson says, we have to train our relaxation response. So this represents the relaxation response that we have to try to get better and recover from red zone. Okay, so there are many techniques, but techniques with breathe are very nice, and João had us this experience here. This is the first section, so the second session is more dialogical and focus on understand better the zones, talk again about strategies that people have to find to recover from anxiety zone, to not stay in the comfort zone, and how to persevere in the growth zone. So it's important to talk with them, and we did this about making mistakes, because making mistakes is a good thing. But when we say this to a person who has math anxiety, it's difficult for them to understand that making mistakes is a good thing, because they had bad experience with making mistakes in maths. So we provide in this intervention a talk about this and a dynamic to understand that when we are learning and making mistakes, when we are learning and make mistakes, when we are trying to succeed, even if it's not succeeded, make mistakes, our brain are growing. Some new neurons or neural connections are growing, okay? So in our results, in the start of the intervention, we could note that all the participants had a low self-efficacy. You can see the quotes here. I thought how he couldn't understand, and I couldn't. One participant said to us when was explaining about the bad previous experience with math. Everyone can do math except me. In the final of the intervention, we could see the different reactions from the participants, because the first one here, Tanya, focused more on the hand model of the brain. For her, it was most important to hear and to talk about the hand model of the brain. Amanda is the second one. We noted that she focused more on the growth zone model, and the third one, the Rita, could understand all the tools, even the relaxation response. So it was just 2 sessions. I think 2 sessions is short to see some changes, but we could see in all of them some kind of reframing, and okay, and we could see more things, but before talk with you about this conclusion, I want to show some contributions that me and Thelma. This is some points that we want to highlight, to be pay attention when we were learning the tools, when we were learning how to do this intervention adapted from Janet. This point is for us, are important to pay attention. The first one is, it's important to note if the person changes. What is wrong with me to what happened with me? It's important to verify that if they understand that the hand model of the brain is an argument that the person experience mathematics as a threat, is not as stupid but panicking is temporary. It's important to verify too if the person could understand the difference between red and zone, but about threat and challenge. Because when I was here last year, it was difficult to me to see the difference, because everything was challenging, everything was red for me, and I couldn't see the orange zone, the yellow zone. So I think it can be passed the same with the meta students. The fourth thing that we observed is, if the person tends more to anxiety zone, it's important to talk with them, to recognize feelings and find some strategies that help for them. But there are another type of person, I don't know, that is more in the comfort zones, not tends more to the red zone, but stay more in the comfort zone, that understand what helps to get out of the comfort zone is important to, and it's important to understand what strategies can help them to persevere in the growth zone. I think this is we have a journey here, you know, and important to live in the growth zone. So the person, we thought that in 2 sessions, it was a little bit difficult to see this in all participants, okay? But our intervention, we could see that every participant could understand that the problem was not with them. And for me, this is brilliant, because it's the beginning of the journey that can have to change their minds and to reframing and to address math anxiety and building math resilience. So thank you.
Any questions? Just one.